Yo, what's good, everyone? This is Ayo Boxing with Madiba, and this is my official prediction for Brandon Figueroa versus Mark Magsayo. And I think this fight is a 50-50 fight, but I think Figueroa will win this fight by TKO or by points. However, I wouldn't be surprised if Magsayo wins this fight by knockout, and that knockout can happen at any moment in this fight. But let me explain my reasoning behind my prediction. This fight depends on two factors. The first factor is, can Figueroa withstand the power of Mark? In his last four fights, Mark has hurt all of his opponents. Mark got a 4th round TKO win over Pablo Cruz, and he dropped Cruz twice. Then Mark brutally knocked out Julio Ceja in the 10th round, and he also dropped him in the 1st round as well. Then Mark injured Gary Russell Jr.'s shoulder with a punch in the 4th round, and he won that fight. And in his last fight, despite losing to Ray Vargas, Mark was able to drop Vargas in the 9th round and hurt him. This shows me that Mark is a dangerous puncher and he could hurt you at any moment. Figueroa will present an easy target for Mark to hit due to Figueroa's style and his size. So the chances of Mark landing a big punch on Figueroa is huge. However, Figueroa has a tested and proven chin. He has shown that he can withstand power punches from a multitude of fighters, but it may be different since he's fighting a natural featherweight with power, but we'll have to see. And the second factor is, does Mark have a plan B if his power doesn't work? I believe this is the most important aspect of this fight because Mark becomes a basic fighter when his power does not work for him. All of his flaws and mistakes are exposed. If you look at the Julio Ceja fight prior to the 10th round knockout, Ceja was withstanding Mark's power, and Ceja was winning that fight. That fight exposed that Mark has weak stamina, and he has trouble dealing with pressure fighters, especially if they attack to the body. If you look at the Gary Russell fight, after the 4th round, Mark lost a lot of those rounds to a one-armed fighter. That exposed that Mark has trouble dealing with southpaws, and more importantly, it showed that he can't make in-ring adjustments. And if you look at the Ray Vargas fight, Mark got outboxed for the majority of that fight. That fight exposed how predictable Mark can be and that he has trouble with guys that can box and move and that can use and utilize a long reach. And it also exposed that he has conditioning issues. Figueroa is a pressure fighter with power that likes to attack the body. He can switch hit and he has great conditioning. And he has also shown some ability to utilize his reach and box from the outside. This can be very troublesome for Mark. Mark winning this fight depends on if he has improved. This means better conditioning, fixing his footwork mistakes, utilizing movement, and having a game plan. All of this will be needed to beat Figueroa. Overall, I think this will be a great fight, and I'm looking forward to it. But as of right now, I think that Brandon Figueroa will beat Mark Magsayo. But who knows, this is boxing. Anything can happen. But thank you for tuning in with Ayo Boxing with Madiba. Hit like and subscribe, and more content is coming your way.